Hello, dear friends, and welcome to the daily gospel reflection. Today's gospel is taken from Matthew chapter 18, from verse 21 to 35. And Jesus invites us to a profound reflection on the meaning of mercy and forgiveness. Peter, in his human sincerity, came to Christ and asked him, "Master, if my brother sins against me, how often should I forgive him? 7 times? And Jesus, in his divine knowledge and wisdom, told him, I don't tell you 7 times, I tell you 70 times 7. It is not a mathematical calculation. Rather, it is to tell us that God's mercy and the mercy God is asking for us is unlimited. We must not measure the mercy we have for others, why God doesn't measure the mercy he has on us. And the parable that follows it is very dramatical. A king, in his tender and compassion, forgave his servant who was owing him 10 million talents, which is an astronomical figure, because he had mercy. But this same servant went out joyously because the master forgave him, but he could not forgive a fellow servant that was owing him only 10 cents. And this tells us how often we also fall into this category. God forgives us every day, every moment, every hour. God forgives us our sins when we ask him for forgiveness. But then we have a blockage, or we have a hardened heart that we cannot also show the same forgiveness to others. Humanly speaking, when others hurt us, we tend to carry the resentment in us, and it's difficult to forgive. But if we can remember this forgiveness of God every moment of our lives, we also can also forgive, because God's forgiveness is not an isolated gift. It is linked to our own way of forgiveness too.